What's up, gamers? It's been far too long, but you can't get rid of me that easy. I was gonna delay putting videos out until after Gen Con, but the bug is bitten and I need to get some content out there. Thank you to everyone who's stuck with me through my long absence. Hopefully some of you that fell off will make your way back. We miss you. I'm a little behind the times, so as always, if there's something you think I should take a look at, let me know in the comments. And without further ado, let's get to the news. Live on gamefound now, the Elden campaign is already well off the ground with over $1 million in funding and around a week to go. I had the pleasure of playing the prototype, and I can say that Elden's fast-paced, brutal combat paired with Dragori's amazing miniatures will keep players thirsting for more. I'd say in its current state, an 8 out of 10 would die again. Blood, an amazing-looking boss battler from Ludus Magnus, is also live over on gamefound. Again, here the miniatures look amazing, but the proof is in the gameplay. Ludus Magnus has finally delivered in a big way on many of their outstanding campaigns, so this is one I'd keep a close eye on if you're interested. And finally, just open for late backing, Thinning Veil Cormac Airt, which I'm sure I just mispronounced. It ran while I was away. This is an intro into the world of Thinning Veil with a lore-rich theme and enough atmosphere to jump right off the game board. The project included both standees and STLs for the miniatures. They also offered printed miniatures for those without the ability to do it themselves. This is one that I'd love to get my hands on, and I'll be following through production. I'm sure I missed many active campaigns and would love to hear what you're following or backing in the comments. Now on to the news. Maladum Dungeons of Enveron is beginning the freight phase of fulfillment. The Asian hub already has the terrain and should begin shipping in the next few weeks. In Australia, the boats are booked, and they should start shipping in mid-July. The UK, EU, US, and Canada, boats are booked, and the packages are awaiting collection. It'll take them several weeks on the sea to make it to their distribution hubs. Finished samples have arrived at the studio, so we should expect some unboxing videos in the near future. Trudvang Legends has posted a production update and a look at the Dark Woods master production copy. Wave 2 production is wrapping up at the factory and assembly has commenced. The assembly should take a few weeks and then the packages will be loaded onto ships and sent to their destinations. Dark Venture is making its way towards a final shipping date as well. Pre-production copies have been approved and the shipping is being booked. There's some great unboxing videos linked in the update, and this is the last call for address updates. Message them directly on Kickstarter. Dungeons Universalis, done, is done shipping. The project had mixed shipping results that have led the creator to arrive at personally shipping more the next project, if at all possible. I know my copy had some superficial box damage, but the contents were all there and safe. They've spent some of their downtime getting and creating scenery for their upcoming Done Day, and those wee hours of the night have been spent designing the next project. It's always good to hear there's more done in the future. Let's get away from fulfillment news for just a bit. I feel like I'm a human tracking number sometimes. If you happen to have gotten your Tanaris Ultimate storage boxes in and are as lost as I am trying to get everything condensed into those lovely boxes, well, I have some help for you. Blanks06, Dragori's community manager, has prepared a series of videos that should have you organized in a flash. I'll link them in the video description for anyone in need. Enjoy. Disney Lorcana has released a teaser trailer for their next set, The Shimmering Skies, which will be available at hobby stores on August the 9th. If you're interested, check out the teaser for some hints as to what all can be found in the Shimmering Skies. Is that an amber amulet I spy? There are also a few reveal videos showing some of the different cards to be found on YouTube. Ravensburger will be at Gen Con giving out promos and running events. I hope to see you there. The Steamforged Elden Ring campaign has hit a very important milestone. After a great round of community feedback on the rulebook, they've been able to submit all print files for the Realm of the Grafted King to the factory. Right now, they're tracking for December through February deliveries. Their latest update deep dives on the Tarnished Astrologer. The Astrologer is based on the intelligence attribute and should benefit from smarter decision making, such as playing cards in specific orders and lining things up just so. With the Glintstone Pebble and the Glintstone Arc, they are able to stagger their foes. Realigning allows them to shift forward or backwards, and focus defense should keep them a bit safer from the Grafted One's minions. The latest from Eldfall Chronicles Northern Wind has them hard at work completing the rulebook, cards, and quest log. They will now start a series of deep dives aimed at giving a better picture of the gameplay and priming you for battle upon release. The first of the deep dives focuses on the mechanics and can be found linked in the update. Components are being confirmed with Longpack for Nanolith the Cyberpunk RPG. The acrylic is looking especially nice, and the player boards with the acrylic toppers look amazing. I'm hoping there's a bottom layer of acrylic down there to keep the tracker cubes from falling out. They're very happy with the quality of the stickers, and I can feel my OCD ticking when I'm watching the video and realizing I'll have to apply them perfectly to satisfy that little devil. Thankfully, they can be taken off and put on as many times as you like. Games should be ready for shipping from Longpack on August the 5th. After a rocky and somewhat scary chain of events culminating in Archmage Press buying the Pirates of the Splintered Isles from Spider-Mine Games, the books are finally at sea. Now, if only they were actually shipping on this fine vessel, I'd meet my copy at the port. Keeping to the same theme, Sea of Legends, Vengeance of the Empires is shipping out to backers now, with the US being mostly complete, Australia shipping out any day now, and the UK being handled by Zatu and looking for early July delivery. Heroes of the Shire is fulfillment complete. They ran a tight budget getting this out to backers, but at the end is finally in sight. Looks like they had some fun at the UKGE as well. The update advertises the board game retreat that they're looking to set up, and teases the Light and Shadow expansion, which should add a whole slew of new characters to the lineup. Along with some kitten surprises, Arydia is finally sharing some mass production photos this week. Delivery is still aimed squarely at fall, but the roughly 780,000 miniatures are seemingly coming along nicely. Some slight tweaks were needed for the player tray so the heads could be easily fished out, and the result looks impressive. It's very cool to see all the choices you'll have available for each hero. The Relay Rising expansion for Cthulhu's Death May Die campaign is shipping now. I got my tracking as one of the lucky 207 backers getting theirs with the West Coast shipment, so my oversized Elder one should be on its way and yours should be soon. Another container is due in the US on the 15th of July. In Asia and Australia, shipping is complete. Parcels for Latin America are coming through the US and being sorted currently. The container for Canada has been booked and should arrive in port early August. In the EU, 2 containers are booked and should arrive mid-July, with the final container showing up mid-August. Phantom Epoch has given us a glimpse into the future with some awesome pictures of the silicone test prints with the all-new bases for the miniatures. The sculpts are looking better than ever with thickened legs and ankles, more detail, and better facial expressions. The new bases also look to be easy to take off and put on, which is going to be important for gameplay. You can find Phantom Epoch at the Foreteller Gen Con booth if you're attending. Fulfillment is officially complete for Skyrise. The game itself and the 3D boards look especially grand. Shipping of Earth Under Siege Flashpoint should now be underway. It took longer than expected to get the containers booked, due to the container shortage that happens during the summer, but they have done so, and the game should have been on the move since the 23rd of June. Shipping prices have sharply risen, but they'll not be demanding more from backers to get the game delivered. They do have a tip jar on the pre-sale site that you can contribute to should you wish to do so. It's truly nice seeing the word contribution used in the correct form here. Finally, Tebaru has given us a good update on the shipping of Bad Karmas. In the EU, containers and power banks have arrived at the hub and shipping should begin shortly. In the UK, they should be sending address verifications very soon. For the US, shipping may have already started or should start any day now. The app for the game is available on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. You'll need the app to play the game, so go check it out. They also will be attending Gen Con, demoing Vampire Masquerade Milan Uprising. I have a demo slot for it, and I'm very excited. And there's so much more we could talk about, but we'll leave that for another video. Let's keep these short and digestible for the time being, huh? I'll be back with more videos in the coming weeks, including fresh games and more. I will be disappearing the week of Gen Con, but I'll be back with news from the show floor shortly after. Thank you to everyone who stuck through the long break, and if you aren't subscribed, please consider helping the channel grow. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon.